Every day we're changing people's lives. But that pales in comparison to what our military and our troops do for us every single day to protect our freedom. I truly believe they don't get enough attention, or the attention that they do deserve, because without them, we're not here today. We can't fight for our financial freedom. And Market America not only provides financial freedom and independence for each and every one of you and our hundreds of thousands of unfranchised owners around the world, but every day we're focused on philanthropic efforts to give back to our community and to others who are in need. If you remember, about a year ago, we were talking about every day, actually, and pretty much weekly, we send food and items to all of the military bases all over the world. And we actually partnered with another group that we have a very special presentation this morning we're going to talk about, called Patriot Rovers. And it deals with our veterans. I don't know if you've seen the stories, but I think sometimes it's a shame how our military forces fight for us on the ground every day, and when they come back to the real world, sometimes they don't get the attention that they deserve. Well, Patriot Rovers has changed that. I don't like to talk with note cards, but after working with them over the past year and seeing what they've done, I thought it was very important for me to cover every base that Patriot Rovers and what their organization does. What Patriot Rovers does is they rescue dogs from shelters. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but I love animals. They give you unconditional love. When you have a bad day, they're always there to warm up with you and give you that kiss, Keith, that you really need. Well, Patriot Rovers has tied in the military forces with animals, and they rescue dogs from shelters, which is great in and itself. And the recipients of these dogs are specifically trained to do all the necessary things to be a companion for a veteran in the military. The recipients of these dogs are vets that suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder or traumatic brain injuries. The service dogs, everyone that's trained, are specifically named after fallen soldiers. The dogs are trained to do the basics for all the veterans, like bracing, getting help, turning lights on and off, opening and closing doors, dressing, retrieving and reminding them to take their medicine. And probably the most important thing is companionship. So these dogs, again, are rescued from the shelters. They're boarded. They're trained specifically to give to a veteran who is in the military, who has had one of these type of disorders. And we've been working with this organization for over a year, and I've gotten to meet some amazing people who have fought for our country most of their lives to protect our freedom. It's just a beautiful thing, and when you get a chance to actually touch and feel the dogs and meet the veterans who they're their companion. I mean, they live with them forever, and these dogs mean so much to them, and they're trained specifically. I want you to know, and David will allude to this in just a second. David's the founder of the Patriot Rovers. All of these dogs are specially trained to work, and they are automatically given for free to the veterans. I would like to just talk to a few of them here. These are some of our veterans here who fought their whole lives in the military, and the actual dog that they were given. What's your name? Terry? I'd like, Terry, if you could just say something, just you're in the military and what Patriot Rovers, and introduce us to this beautiful dog right here.
This is Faith Hinckley, named after Sergeant Faith Hinckley, the 502nd Military Intelligence Brigade. And I just want to say thank you for giving an opportunity for another service member to have the same opportunity at life that I have.
Go ahead. Just say your name and what this organization is.
My name is Charles Ladd.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Nikki, heel. This is my dog, Nikki.
Nikki?
This is Nikki. She does a lot to help me, and I'm truly blessed to have her. I was in the United States Army for 10 years. A member of the Special Operations community. I did 2 combat tours in Iraq and 4 in Afghanistan. I thank every one of you for your support and your computer support for our members. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Mike Gordon. I was in the United States Marine Corps for 4 years. Did 2 combat deployments to Iraq. I came home and my family didn't recognize me. I was buried inside of nightmares and panic attacks. I got my dog Wyatt about 5 months ago. And my life's changed. I go out and socialize. Patriot Rovers has truly saved my life, saved my family. I want to thank Dave for changing my life, and thank you, Market America, for changing somebody else's life.
Thank you. Wade and I'm trying to get Wade to say something, but he won't. But this is Wade. Wade is a veteran of the military. And this is Amy, who's been trained dog specifically for Wade. Wade, thank you for everything you've done for this country. Dave Quintera actually started the Patriot Rover organization and is a veteran himself. He saw the need that our veterans needed after they left the military. And Dave, maybe you just want to tell him your time in the military. Dave also has one of the Patriot Rover dogs that has been trained with him. Just say a few words.
Well, I'm also a ride captain with the Patriot Guard. I don't know if anyone's familiar with the Patriot Guard. In late '09, early 2010, we started seeing a spike in the suicide rate from soldiers who were returning from combat, multiple combat deployments, who would end up eventually taking their own life, succumbing to post-traumatic stress. It's difficult to be graveside with a family grieving a loss of a soldier from a combat fatality, but for these soldiers who make it back, and of course, then to succumb to post-traumatic stress did not sit well with me. So I started this organization in hopes to change that statistic, to show our returning soldiers that people do actually care. Collectively, these gentlemen to my left have served with great distinction. They are, thank you. Of course, these dogs do represent heroes who did not return home. The parents, the mothers of those soldiers are the ones who choose the names for these dogs. So we dedicate each of these dogs to a fallen hero. And of course, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, Market America, for supporting our healing mission. It truly makes a difference.
And each of these represent something. Each of these badges on the dogs represent a certain training that they've been through, Dave, right?
Yeah, as well. The patches you'll see show the level of training that they've received, as well as the patch of the unit that the soldiers that they are named for. The dog to my right here is Levi, dedicated to First Lieutenant Levi Bernard of Mount Airy. We have Amy, who's dedicated to PFC Amy Renee Sinkler. Jake, dedicated to Specialist Jacob Carroll, 101st Airborne. Faith, of course, dedicated to Sergeant Faith Hinckley. Nikki is dedicated to PFC Nicole Fry, also from the United States Army. And so that's part and parcel of what we do.
Thank you, Dave. You're so beautiful. Kathy's the executive director of Patriot Rovers, has worked closely with us in supporting this whole foundation. If you want to say a few things.
Yes, on behalf of Patriot Rovers, I want to thank Brandy and the MA Cares team and all the Market America folks out here. Market America has set the bar high for corporate citizens around the country, and we are honored that you are partners with us in our Patriot Rovers effort. You all have done so much for us. Beyond the financial resources that you've made available, you have encouraged us individually and as an organization. You've reached out and embraced our soldiers with so much love that, as you can see, it's overwhelming. And you've given your time, your talents, and probably most importantly, your friendship to us. And we are forever grateful. We look forward to a future with you as part of the Patriot Rover family. So thanks to all of you. We're very grateful.
Thank you so much. Where do you want to show? Over here? This is Beth Cox, is our Vice President of Human Resources with Market America. Brandy Quinn is our Vice President of Operations with Market America. They daily focus their efforts on giving back into the community and giving back to organizations just like Patriot Rovers. Give them a round of applause, because without them, this wouldn't be possible. Again, we all have a lot to be thankful for. Again, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the work of each and every one of you and what you've done to protect our freedom. That never, ever, ever gets forgotten in this organization, ever. And to show our token for the Patriot Rover organization, our military troops, our veterans, to continuously support you forever and through the rest of your lives, we have a special check to present that we've raised for the Carolina Patriot Rovers for $27,300. That's going directly to the Patriot Rover organization. Turn it this way. Pretty amazing, huh? Again, I can't thank each and every one of you enough for what you've done for this country and what you've done for our lives to make it a better place to live. Everyone give them a round of applause to the whole Patriot Rover military organization. Thank you so much.